it's so much harder than I thought. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Let's try this again. Hi! How's it going? I hate that. I don't even know how to start it. I can speak to anybody all day long, but you put me in front of the mic, and for some reason, I think I'm discovering what being camera shy means. I'm overthinking everything. Hi. Seriously, I can't even say hello. Okay, I know I just did. Hello. Was that better? Seriously, it's so much harder than I thought. I've never been shy in front of the camera. I'm a little bit scared because I feel like people are going to watch it and just be like, I can't. I have anxiety just watching her, which doesn't need to happen. And it's not going to happen for this episode. Welcome to the Do Tell podcast. I'm your host, Avery Dew. I'm so glad you found your way here. I am filming my very first episode, and it's funny because I've actually filmed this episode 5 or 6 times. I've done a few episodes with guests. I've done a few with just me in front of the mic. And for some reason, I keep editing it, and it's just not what I want. And I'm editing it, and I'm bored. And I love myself. If I'm bored looking at me, nobody's gonna watch. As simple as that. I kept trying to film episodes, and I would do it when the lighting was good outside, when I felt like I had accomplished everything in my day. Like, okay, I'm going to focus. I'm going to podcast later, and I'm going to have my makeup done, my hair done. I'm going to have a really cute outfit on. And I was like, that's not really me, though. It's 3 a.m. I have on Laneige foundation, no eye makeup. My hair is not straightened. I'm in my pink sweat set, my pink Free to Be Wild Lululemon sports bra. I'm chilling here with my dog. This is my favorite hour of the night. So what better time to film this episode than at my favorite time, which is also like prime crime time because 3 a.m. and like 3:30 is like, it's like too late in the night, but then it's too early in the morning. Like I feel like 3 a.m. is when like, what else is happening? Y'all might be in REM, but for me, I'm like, I feel like a gem. This is my hour. I love to be a night owl. I just get so many things done. Like I love it. I am borderline nocturnal. I know it's absurd. I know it probably sounds unhealthy, but I've always been somebody that doesn't sleep. My brothers don't sleep. There's just something about being awake in the middle of the night that allows me to really think and allows me to really get things done without thinking about where I need to be or what notifications are on my phone or what's happening in the day. And I'm a big FOMO girl too. So to not have anything going on to be thinking about of like, oh, I wish I was there right now. There is nothing happening besides just me, my thoughts, and things that I might not have had time to get done during the day. I was like, what better time to film an episode than in a place where I feel I'm at peace? And I'm just gonna be real with y'all. There's so many things that I wanna talk about. And if you know me, then you know I am so bold. I hold nothing back. Like I am a complete open book, but I'm aware that this is like, you know, like the internet. And not only the internet, like I plan to post this on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it. I'm going the full 9 yards. I want this podcast to be at a place where it reaches a really big audience. If you know me, then you know that I live for the lens. I love it. Put me in front of it. One day, I just want somebody to be like, Avery, go. Throw me on a stage, throw me on a set, Avery, go. I Want It All by Sharpay has been a song that has played in my head since I heard it. I want the world, nothing less, all the glam, all the press. Like that is what I want. I want my star on the dough. But I did have to realize and understand the reality of where I am in life. And that is that I'm a current student. I'm in graduate school, Wake Forest. I'm in the sports media and documentary film program. I'm ready to have a big girl job in a few months. I really want to move to Chicago. I really want to be in Chicago and have a great job and be on my own, but be there in a really good financial place where I'm not stressed about money and I'm able to successfully live there. Not live stupidly, but just live there and be solid there. But anyways, those are my dreams. That's where I'm at. And I've been so excited to start a podcast for so long. And I keep realizing that the people that have successful podcasts have been either doing this for years or they're already famous and they have a podcast that's just in addition to their fame and their career. And they're already at a place where they're living off of their own image and they have a podcast that just adds to it. So they're not losing anything. They're not risking anything. They're not risking their future, their career, because it's already there. They're able to do whatever they want to do. And I want to get to that place of just saying whatever is on my mind, because there's a lot. Like, I want to take it from PG to rated R because I'm 22 and 80% of my brain during the day is rated R. So it's not weird to say that I have a normal 22-year-old brain. My brain is completely different because I'm ADHD, but still, it's science. Like, I'm 22. Like, I have so many thoughts. You know, I'm single. Like, I'm constantly thinking about what a lot of other 22-year-olds are thinking about, and that's relationships and dating and being attracted to people and thinking about love, because we are constantly thinking about that or feeling that. I feel like I have filmed so many episodes and it's just flat. It doesn't feel me. And I'm talking about things because I don't want to get canceled. And that's not what I want this podcast to be about. Tonight, I had to do an archive project for school. That's what I've been doing all night. And I was talking with one of my classmates on the phone, and she's like still working on her project. Her and I are both night owls, and she texted me and she was like, "Are you up?" And I was like, "Bitch, like, of course I'm up." Like, I don't think there's ever been a time where somebody's texted me, "Are you up?" and I've seen it in the morning. And you know what I mean. I got the text and I FaceTimed her right away because I was like, of course I'm up. I'm still in front of my screen. I'm still working. And she was like, "I think you should film tonight. You've been struggling with the first episode, film tonight." And I was like, "I know, but like, I feel like I need to get a little bit of sleep." And she was like, "No, you don't. No, you don't. Go set up those cameras, go sit on the couch, don't make a plan, and just go." And I was like, okay. Back to my main point again, because my ADHD is just ridiculous. I feel like my ADHD sometimes is like connect the dots. Like, you know, those printouts you do as a kid, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mine is like 1, 47, 11, 9, 13, and it just like, you look at it and it looks like somebody strung a spider web. Like, it doesn't look like what a normal path should look like, and that's the best way I can explain my brain. I still don't get it. I get caught in the cobwebs. I don't get it, but that's just the way it is. And I will have to live with ADHD my entire life. And I do have a very, I don't want to say rare, but it's a large form of ADHD. It's not like, oh, it's like minor, like, it's not going to be too bad. Nope, I've been medicated since 5th grade. Thank God for ADHD medication, because it's the time where I feel like I am alone with my thoughts. I don't have distraction. Oh my God, wait, I think I just figured out why I like being up so late. Because it's the way I feel on my medicine during the day. And then at night, it's like the same thing, but I still have my personality back, but I don't have those impulses to go and do things because there's nothing else going on. I just cracked the code. See, this is why therapy's good. This is why when you talk things out, you learn things, because I just learned something that I don't think I would have figured out. Anyways, I take ADHD medicine and it makes me so quiet. Like, if you know me on that medicine, I am just like, I'm locked in. Locked. No one's got my key. No one's unlocking me. There's nobody that's shifting the focus. I'm in one lane. I'm not merging. That is where I am when I'm on my meds. It's just unreal how it silences my entire brain. And I'm able to just sit and get things done and do things in an order. I'm doing things when the connecting the dots is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an order. I'm able to be organized. And what does suck about it is it takes away a lot of my enjoyment in what I'm doing. Even doing schoolwork, which might be boring, I don't feel a sense of satisfaction when I'm done with my schoolwork. I've gone through all the steps. I've turned it in. I don't ever feel a rush of like, yes, we did that. And if you know me, I am like this. It's literally Ken from the Barbie movie when he's like that. I do it all the time, and it's so cringy, but like, I just can't help it. Like, when something good happens, I'm like, yes. Like, all my teammates would always make jokes about it too, because I would even like do it in the huddle or like do it in practice. If I like did something good in practice, I'd be like, yes. Anyways, again, another tangent. The meds are worn off. I should do an episode where like I'm on my meds, except it would get like no views, like not even mine. Like, I don't even think I would view it. I probably wouldn't even edit it either. I would just like toss it up there. Honestly, I might do that. The medicine is so wonderful, but the hardest part is when it wears off and it feels like somebody just opened up the gates to the Eras Tour. It's like all the people flooding in. There's just no room for anything anymore. And it feels like all the thoughts just go like and there's so much noise in my head. It feels like somebody just like rolled a whole thing of like Orbeez down the stairs. Do you guys see those things? There's like ASMR videos where like dumbasses just like drop these like glass things like down the stairs and like the Orbeez go everywhere. I don't know. I don't think anybody probably has that creepy algorithm like me. That was such a random example. But I don't know. That's just like what it feels like. It just feels like everything just rains in my brain. And sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's a bunch of fun and creative thoughts and ideas, but they all come in at once. And I don't ever have the capacity to just pull them all aside and lay them out and see them as a whole. And it's interesting. So last week I actually got a Mac, which I'm really excited about, like a Mac desktop. Like I've always done things on a laptop, and I was so excited when I got my Mac because not only is it going to be great because it's an investment, doing the Premiere Pro projects and school projects, you know, my computer practically is about to light on fire. It gets so hot. It's burning my thighs when I'm just sitting and doing like this. I would lift it up off the table and I would feel it, and I like, you could fry an egg on it. And I just was like, I can't do this on the Mac anymore. And I just got the Mac a year ago, so I didn't want the lifespan of the Mac to just like decline so fast. And now having a desktop and just like share the workload, to have a bigger screen and to not have my back like hunched over on the Mac, to do it on the desktop, it opened my eyes to see everything I need to see right there. And I'm almost mad that I didn't get it earlier, because I was looking at the screen the other day and I was like, the fact that I can see my email, my texts, my footage, my files, my hard drive, my editing timeline for Premiere Pro, and still have room for something else. I'm a visual person. So when I saw it all laid out right there, and I feel like all the work I do is on a computer. I don't use paper. If you see my handwriting, it will forever look like a fourth grader's, maybe a second grader's. I can't write. I can't even write in a straight line. I wish I still remembered cursive, because cursive is like beautiful. I'm not a good scribe. I'm shaky. I don't even hold a pencil the right way. I hold it like a shotgun. Like I literally hold it like I'm about to grab my dog's bone, which is gross. Oh, she didn't wake up, which is good. I like hold a pencil like, no, not even, I hold it like this, which is not even correct. And anyways, I have to see it on a digital screen. Some of you guys might know, but I have a closet account on Instagram, and all the work is mostly through a laptop or your phone. That's pretty much all you need, because I listed all the things for other people. I spreadsheet it. I put the listings up on Instagram. I'm dealing with a finance platform to take in payments and do payouts. And to just go on the computer and see spreadsheet, finances, social media. Because when I was working on my Mac, it was like so many tabs to dig through, and it just felt like somebody took everything I needed and threw it in a pile. And I just had to like sift through it and dig through it and move things around and minimize things, maximize things to figure out what I needed to work with. And working on a Mac, it's like, it's all right there. I'm a very visual person. I don't read books. And when I did read books when I was younger, they had to have pictures. Like if it did not have a picture, I was not picking it up. Or if I didn't like what the cover looked like, I wasn't reading it. Also, I always had to have the window seat on a plane. I don't care about the legroom in the aisle. And that's coming from somebody with a small bladder. Like I have to get up and pee so many times. But you put me in that window seat, I am looking out the window the entire time. I love it. It's beautiful. And I also, again, I love pictures. I love videos. I have a problem where I document literally everything. And I feel like it really needs to stop. And the loved ones know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's some areas where it just really shouldn't happen. No, I don't mean like porn. It's not that. It's just sometimes I need to just not pick up the phone. But I just feel like if I'm telling somebody a story, I gotta have the works cited. I gotta have the proof. Not that they're not gonna believe me, but for me, it's like, why tell the story when you can just show the story? And again, it's nothing that could get uploaded to a website 18 and up. Promise you. I don't have any of that. I've already said too much. I have 80,000 pictures and videos on my phone. It's absurd. And it goes back to like 2015 in my camera roll. And I feel like my camera roll is a time capsule. I take so much pride in it. I almost have it studied. Like if I'm telling somebody a story, I'm scrolling into my phone and I will find it so fast. Like I know the year, I know the date, I know when it was, I know what events were happening outside of it. It's just weird because I can't even remember what I would need to know for a test, or like I'm 22 and I still don't really know how to study. I honestly don't know how I made it through undergrad and majored in finance, but I don't know. I have a really weird memory. Like if you turn on a Nickelodeon show, I don't even have to look at it. I could hear 5 seconds of it and probably know exactly the title of the episode and every single thing that it was about. Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, iCarly, Victorious, Glee. That wasn't a Nickelodeon show, but one of my absolute favorites. I've seen it maybe 9 times. My memory is just weird. I don't understand it. I probably never will, but I guess that's what makes me unique and for sure one of a kind. I feel like if somebody asked me to give them an example of what it's like to live with ADHD in a day, this is it. The other day I was going through my closet and I was flipping through clothes because I wanted to sell some things. And I found this really cute top that I completely forgot about. And I was like, wait, that's really cute. And I remember I'd always wanted it in this other color, but it was always sold out. I had just walked into my closet and 5 seconds in, I got sidetracked into another task. Next thing I knew, Revolve was open on my phone. I'm looking for it. And then I'm on Poshmark. And then I see somebody in the comments say that they had the top on their closet account. And I start scrolling on social media. And then I run into something else that I really want. So then I click on that. So then I'm looking at that and I'm like, ooh, I really want this dress. Like I can make a lot of money on this dress. Like if I rent it out, I can make a lot of money. That's a really good piece to invest in. And then I was like, okay, but I don't really have that money on my debit card right now. And I refuse to pull from my savings. So how am I going to make enough money to get this while it's still in season and then rent it out and make money so then I can buy things for the next season? And then I'm going through a whole finance plan. What are my other expenses going to look like this month? How can we save money and budget to get this investment piece to later get what we want down the road? Next thing I know, I'm in my kitchen looking at how many groceries I have. And then I'm on my Walmart Plus account, which by the way, if you don't have Walmart Plus, best thing ever. It's only a certain amount a month. I think like $10 or like $11. I think I have the student discount, which is $50 for the whole year. Free deliveries, and the groceries are already cheap, so you save a ton of money, and they deliver it right in front of your door. It is the best. I don't have to spend hours during the week going to the grocery store, and I don't overbuy things when I'm in there because I just have my specific order and that's what I get. It comes to the door and I'm done. If I went to a grocery store, imagine how bad the ADHD would be there. So anyways, next thing I know, I'm in my kitchen. Then I see a stain on one of the shelves. So I start wiping down one of the shelves and then I realize I don't have any Clorox wipes. So I'm like looking around, I'm like, okay, do I have a towel? And the next thing I know, I'm in my dryer trying to find a towel to use to wipe up the fridge or the counter or whatever it was I needed to clean. I already forget. I don't even know. And then I open up the microwave and I'm like, damn, this is dirty as hell. So I take the plate out and then I start wiping the plate. And then I'm like, oh my God, like I need more dish soap. So then I'm back to Walmart Plus being like, okay, I need more dish soap. And then I'm like looking like, oh, when is this going to come? And the next thing I know, I'm in my notifications because I didn't have my Walmart notifications on to know when the driver's going to get there. And then I'm in my notifications and I'm like, wait, I don't even have my school Gmail notifications on. So then next thing I know, I'm on my computer looking at my Gmail because I'm like, what have I missed? I haven't had my notifications on. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to text my group back because I'm the team leader for our group project. So then I'm adding more contacts to my phone. And then I'm like scrolling through my contacts. I'm like, wait, I don't need these contacts anymore. Like, why do I have these? Honestly, I feel like I just listed maybe 10 chapters of what it could be like to live with ADHD. That was even overwhelming for me. I am so sorry for the anxiety that I just threw on all of y'all. But that's what it's like to live with ADHD. So if you just heard that, imagine what it's like to live with that every day. People with ADHD, we don't even remember the mistakes that we make, but all we really think about is how we've already moved forward because we just forget everything that happens so fast. But what we do remember is how to move on from things and how to possibly make a situation better. Like I always catch myself getting sidetracked. It's not a bad thing to hit a speed bump. Just because you hit a speed bump doesn't mean the car doesn't keep going. You know, are you going to hit the speed bump and completely change your route or completely change your destination? Are you hitting a lot of red lights and being like, oh, I don't even have time to make it anymore? No. Keep going. Like, just keep going. Because the only person that's going to stop you is you. It's like, why stand in your own way? People are probably already going to stand in your way anyways. But like, why stand in your own way? Because nobody else is on your path. Everyone's got their own yellow brick road. Personally, mine is pink. But everybody has their own brick road wherever they're supposed to go. You can't just like hop into somebody's and like throw on a speed bump because you're not moving forward on your own path. I'm not continuing on my pink brick road if someone's coming in and trying to ruin it. Nor am I going to make progress on my road if I'm just hopping into somebody else's being like, oh, stop. Red light. No, don't let anybody come in and be like, yeah, don't do what you want to do. Like, I have been overthinking everything I've been saying in front of the mic. Everything. And I'm like, why? Because like nobody's overthinking this but me. No one's gonna watch this more times than me, only because I have to edit it. But I was like, I need to stop thinking about what other people think, because truly no one gives a fuck. Everybody on this earth cares about themselves and them and they and her and him and zer and whatever pronoun you are. That is what people think about. Nobody here is overthinking this for me. Nobody here is nervous for me. When have I ever looked at somebody else and been like, I'm really nervous for them? Prime example, presentations during undergrad or even now. Yes, I try. Yes, I make them good. But when I'm sitting there watching other presentations, I don't give a fuck. Nobody in those chairs give a fuck. No one's probably listening to anything you're saying. And Lord knows what they're even looking at on their computer during your presentation. Nobody is nervous for you in any situation. Nobody is going to overthink it for you. So just don't even bother to overthink it for yourself. Just stay on your path. Just keep going. Because literally nobody can stop you, like at all. That sounds so vague and cliche to say, but it's so true. If I continued with the path of overthinking thoughts and negative thoughts of, oh, I really shouldn't say that, which, okay, actually that's probably not a bad thought, because there's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna say where I'm like, gonna have to edit out because I'm a pretty foul person in terms of what I say. Like, I probably shouldn't have even made that pronoun comment, but I mean, I already said it. Again, no one's overthinking it but me. It does exist in the world. I'm not addressing anything that's not already there. So sorry. But I completely just forgot what I was just talking about. What was I talking about? I literally don't know. Ugh. Oh my God. Like, I completely just lost my train of thought. I was talking about the roads and the paths. I think bedtime might be in the near future, or nap time. Wait, but I was doing such a good job, right? Actually, I don't need your approval. No one's overthinking but me. Yeah, y'all are just the camera people. I'm kidding. I love you guys. And thank you guys for being here. Seriously, because it's definitely been easier to have somebody behind the mic, because I think I've been overthinking it a lot because it's just been me. And sometimes you just need some support to get started. And thank you to my friends behind the cameras that are also up at this hour. I do want to remember what my train of thought was, because it was really good. I need Dr. Pepper. Nothing Dr. Pepper can't cure. I don't have the voice for ASMR. I don't even know how to whisper, like, at all. It's funny because every time I'm like with a guy, like I don't whisper. I speak just like this. And sometimes people are like, dude, I'm like, what? Communicating? Like, what do you want? Like, what are you gonna say about it? Nothing. Whatever. Men suck.